Maybe. There we go. All
All right, are
right.
we
We
on?
are we are live-ish
We're
and we
live-ish.
are sharing our personal trauma with Grubhub right now.
It's it's been bad. I still use Grubhub. I'm sorry that you're going through a
No, it's
miserable.
fair. I don't think I will be using Grubhub again after this, just because again, like my account got hacked. Which makes me no longer feel any like my account got hacked and we're at the 2 week point of them like escalating. It's not even that they're refusing to refund. It's that it's been sitting in escalation for 2 weeks. Um, and like it's $74, which is a substantial amount of money. Um, and so like I don't want to have to go through this again. And I feel like we are in a world where this will just keep happening, right? That's the other thing. I got hacked, and this was both Grubhub and then also Groupon. I'm assuming it's all the same hack. I've also had like somebody trying to get into my email account. Like I keep getting those. Are you trying to access your email from iOS? Like, no, I'm not. Uh, and I don't get in because everything's got two-step verification, except Grubhub and Groupon, apparently. Um, but yeah, so with both of them, they were like, oh, there's no way it could have been a hack. What is this hack
Oh
you
my
speak
God,
of?
seriously.
There's no way. Like, give me your entire life story and we'll figure out what it is. Only for the end of it to be like, oh, you were hacked. It's like, yes, that's what I said from the get-go. The Groupon one, they like changed my email address. Um, and they changed the email address that was attached to it. So like I sent them this message saying, hey, this happened. This is what my email account was, or this is what account my email. This was the email that the account was attached to, and like three different people on the adventure, because of course it's always an adventure. Three different people were like, "Oh, you don't have. There are no accounts attached to that email address." Like, yes, I know there were yesterday. This is what I am trying to explain to you. Please read, please.
Poor assumption that they would actually read some things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I definitely, like, initially it was an email that I got that from. And I was like, can you please reread my message? And I never heard back. So from there, I did like a live chat thing. And again, like things worked out with Groupon. So I am not dissing on Groupon's customer service at all. It took a minute, but I got there. Um, that being said, I don't use Groupon. They were like, I had to give them a order number for them to like find that account. It was weird. I don't understand how they couldn't figure out like an account that was previously attached to this email address. That was weird to me, but like I literally I had to go through my emails to find an email from like 2018 was the last time I used it. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
that's the whole thing. Anyways, hello Devin and Shadow and Courtney. Um thank you all
yeah.
for joining.
And we should get going. I am here until, the baby cries, throws up,
Yes.
whatever, or the 5 o'clock, which is when 5 minutes to 5, which is when I lose my sitter. So we should write. Let's do some writing.
Yes. Let me do this.
Let's put all of our
Sorry.
stress out into the
This
world.
this life doing as it does. There we go. We will go ahead and start with a 10. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll talk about what everybody's working on after that. All right, let's see you guys at 10. Okay, that was time. Hey, there's a picture in picture now. It doesn't work right now, but look at this. Did you see this before, Sandy?
See a what's a what?
We've got like a picture in picture format now.
Oh, hello.
Like for
That's
people who want to use it for gaming, we finally have like a proper gaming format. It doesn't make sense right now because we've got the vertical image in it, but like StreamYard, you're doing good. Okay.
yay for
Yeah, back to
StreamYard.
normal.
Very impressive.
How'd you do, Sandy?
380.
Nice.
Yeah, that feels good for me.
Oh no, I only got 209. And I felt pretty good about that because I have been struggle busing hard. But like I had no idea what I was going to do going into this scene. I definitely feel like I'm going back to like my old rambling methods of like Nano 2015. But you know, we do what we do. What are you working on? You're muted. Did you just mute yourself? Like you were unmuted a moment ago.
I don't know what I just did. I didn't mean to mute me, but who knows? I'm working on my YA contemporary, and I really want to get that draft done by the end of November. One,
Yes.
because I really need you to edit it for me.
Yes.
And I think I'm gonna have to like feed you. I'm hiring Chloe to be my actual editor, you guys, because I need like legit help.
We're doing a whole thing.
If anybody needs a really good, like, I think that what you do when you beta read for me is developmentally edit. I
It is 100%. The more I read about like what people consider to be beta reading, the more I'm like, you know what? That's not even what I do.
It's not. And
which I mean, it's what I volunteer to do. Like, I'm certainly not like, I demand back payment on everything. But
no, but we don't have a trade this time, right? Because I no longer have time to do the same for you, but I do have the ability to pay you, so we can do that.
And that's a fun, exciting thing.
That's a whole thing. So if anybody needs a developmental editor, I'm going to serve as Chloe's first reference. But I'm hoping to get the thing done so I can like start feeding you stuff by like December. And also because
how long is it right now?
Right this second, it is 56,352 words.
And what do you think your target is going to be on it?
I think it's going to be about 80. But
okay,
that's not true. I think it's going to be 70. My draft is going to be 80. I'm not going to give you
what
80.
I was asking more. Yeah.
Because I mean, a lot of what I'm writing right now, I feel like I'm going, like this sucks. I'm gonna have to like hone this down. And I think that's how the nano process is for me, right? Like I write stuff and like of it, some small chunk is acceptable and some other small chunk can be fixed. And some large chunk just needs to go. But I won't know what that is until I start the revision process. So Shadow Flare has considered hiring you for editing.
I feel like I have like whole scenes that need to go right now that like I just rambled. You absolutely should not have anxiety about that. Yeah. So I'm not saying that as a pitch. I'm saying that like in general, you shouldn't have anxiety for it. But I do think you should not hire somebody the first time you have some of your stuff read.
I agree with that.
I feel like it's not even like I feel like there are a lot of implications in that that could cause problems. Like the first thing that hits my mind is that like it's really easy. Like we live in a world where like people are paid to be nice to you, you know, like restaurant servers are paid to be nice to you. So it's really easy to like misunderstand. Like, are they being nice to me because it's actually good, or are they being nice to me because they're being paid? So I always recommend that like you don't Okay, good. Your spouse is always the first person to read your works. Um, Good. It is also good to just have like somebody like not from your like personal circle look at things.
So I agree with you too. And I have to say, like, if my spouse were the person reading my stuff, I would have no idea if it were good or bad. In fairness, he would say things that would be totally insulting. He might be like, "This is good, but it's not your best," and I'd be like,
Yeah.
"So what does that mean? Like, like good? It does it mean it needs to be massively improved?" And then he might go, "No, no, I don't think this can be improved."
There's also that issue that like so like I never recommend having actual friends do your beta reads unless they read the genre that you write because that makes a huge difference. If y'all have ever heard me go on my rant about the problem with Die Hard as a Christmas movie, the reason that people say that Die Hard is a Christmas movie is because they're people who don't like Christmas movies. Um, like if you are actually trying to make a Christmas movie, Die Hard is not your example to build off of, right? Because the people who like Die Hard as a Christmas movie just don't like Christmas movies.
Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Die Hard's an
It takes
action
place at
movie. What
Christmas,
the?
yes. It's
That's
actually
weird.
like at a Christmas party in that the oh no. I
What?
usually know the building name. It's very like people know that building name. It's a Japanese name and I'm blanking on it. But yes, that the hostage situation occurs um during a Christmas party. Um Devin, I'm I'm not as against calling Gremlins a Christmas movie because I do like there are a lot of Christmas elements actually in it. So I am okay. It is not like the strongest example of a Christmas movie, of course, but like they certainly have like elements that you can hit and say, "Oh yeah. Here's the Christmas element." Starting off, of course, with the fact that he's a gift. So, yeah, Gremlins is a Christmas movie.
Oh, sorry, baby.
No, you're fine.
Crying.
You're fine. How's the baby?
I don't know. He was crying a couple minutes ago, but he's got a little personality now. He cries when he just like doesn't get his way. So like it
Yeah.
could be. It didn't sound like hurt crying. It sounded like I don't want my diaper changed crying or something like that. Um, he's very much like me. We should continue writing for a few
We
minutes.
should. Also, I want to know how everybody's doing in general with their nano because we're at the halfway mark and I want to know how everybody is doing um, at that halfway mark. Oh, thank you, Devin. It is. It is. My Christmas book is, in fact, free right now. So we're going to do 20. I'm going to change. I don't know. That was the weirdest tree I've ever seen from this app. We're going to do this little friendly tree. We'll be back in 20 minutes. Okay, we are back. Shadow, what happened? What scared the bejesus out of you? I wrote 462. Yeah, I wrote 462 there. And hello, Spence, and hello, Elizabeth. Welcome. How did you do, Sandy?
I think I wrote 912.
Holy cats.
Yeah, I know. Clearly the same matters to me. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, good things though.
Yeah, no, and I think that scene is actually going well. And that's good because I have to go make sure that the babysitter is allowed to get out of my house.
Is
But I'm
allowed
gonna,
to?
what?
Is allowed to? Is that what you said?
Well, I can't. I mean, I have to go relieve her. So,
Oh yeah. Okay.
yeah, words don't come to my mouth as easily when they're coming to me on the page. That's the truth.
Fair.
I am happy to see you guys, and I'm gonna try to pop back in if I can. It depends on how ornery Ian is with me for having like left him for 4 hours. We'll see.
Was this only the second time with the sitter?
No. I've had somebody coming like 3 days a week right now because
okay.
that is the only way I get anything done. So it's not the first time. And we have a routine now. There's a special stuffed raccoon he gets. He takes it, he clutches it to himself like this. Like he can be sobbing. He'll be like take the stuffed raccoon. I think eventually this will be fine. I should definitely go. But hopefully I will see you guys soon. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you. Happy writing, everyone, in case I don't see you again for the day.
All right. We'll see you again.
Somewhere, sometime.
Yeah. Somehow. Awesome. So Shadow says some guy knocked on the door and I do not do well with unexpected visitors. I understand that. But I also have one of those houses that people just come into. Like people we know, of course, but like it is not that uncommon for like my roommate's friends to just like randomly, that was a really weird flicker. It's not uncommon for them to just like randomly be in the house and I'm like, what's going on? But okay. So I have come to accept that, but like yeah, people knocking on the front door. I don't do well with. I also don't usually respond to it because most times it is UPS or whatever delivery service it happens to be. Just knocking because they're dropping a package off at the front door. So really where I get screwed up is when they like knock a second time and I'm like, what, wait, are you actually here? Because like I am in no way capable of handling strangers right now. And also of course sometimes it is not strangers at all and just like unexpected guests. I don't do well with that either. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning so much today. Except that like I am just not full of life right now. I didn't mean to say this before. I am currently at 24,108. So I am just barely squeaking by at I'm just barely keeping par right now, which of course is better than a lot of people. Like I'm not pouting that I'm not like putting record scores in. But it has been a very long time since I have been at this level. And I'm not used to it. Last year for Nano, obviously last year for Nano was very different because I was writing full time last year. But last year I think I wrote over 100,000. I I think I hit 6 digits last year. I'm pulling it up right now because I'm curious about that. Um, I said that in an earlier stream, and then I was like, wait, did I only get like 96,000? And I realized that like this is like piddly little numbers. Like I shouldn't be, you know, did I hit 100,000? Like that's ridiculous. But it did bother me. Oh no, that's April. Never mind. What was the? Why do I not see? Why do I not? Hold on. Because I did way too many projects last year. No. Oh my god. Oh my god, y'all. I can't believe I allowed myself. Oh no. I'm looking at 2019. Okay, 2019. With just I'm still kind of embarrassed with myself for allowing this. 2019, I did 99,785. I cannot believe that I did not write that extra 235 words to actually hit 100,000. I am mad at myself for that. I like I started new goals. I don't know how much y'all mess around with the Nano site, but I started a new goal in it. And because I did that, I lost the actual Nano thing. There we go. Yes. I did 100,179 last year. So I also just barely squeaked by last year. But I did it. But barely squeaked by that 100,000. Yeah. So this is just weird that this year I'm like struggling to do that. But that's okay. The Nano site absolutely sucks, Devin. Let me show you. Can I share that screen? I'm going to show you guys this real quickly, and then we'll actually do the sprint. So we are on my page. If I actually show it, show it. Oh no, I got to add the stream. There we go. Look at that picture in picture. I'm just really happy about that. But so here is my Nano thing. And you see this one right here that it looks like I just wrote 5,000 words on it. But if I open it and then go to goals, this was actually my Nano project. And I just was like, I had the book itself, I needed another 5,000 words on. So it probably was a little bit more than 5,000, but it wasn't actually finished by the time I hit December 1st. And so because of that, unless I know what exactly is going on, it literally looks like I did not do a camp or a Nano project in 2020. Okay. So that's my rant for the Nano page today. Just some organization. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and do another 20-minute sprint. It is 52 past. So 53 past. So I will be back at 13 past the hour. Okay, that was time. I don't remember what I had before.
Sorry, I'm kind of here.
It's okay. I remember what I had before, but I'm at 11:25 for the day, so
Not bad. Let's see how that went for me. I think I got like 15 minutes in there. So it was 346 words. It's okay. That's still words.
You also had a little bit of dancing that you had to do in that.
Yeah, I know, right? It's not a lot of words, but it's words. That is what we're in this for. So that's like 1638 for me for the day so far. And we have more sessions left. If you know who here will let me do it.
Yeah. That was a solid answer right there. And Elizabeth got a couple hundred more words, but a phone call stopped her, and that's okay. We get the progress that we can.
Yeah.
Oh, that was not Chunk is a potato back there.
Do you want to be able to see, bud? Hmm? Yeah. Like you can't be a YouTube.
How many words do you have toward Nano? Are you tracking or are you not tracking?
I am. I didn't need like 50,000, which is good because I'm not gonna reach 50,000. But did you need a more? How about a cookie, bud? But I do. I have 16,475. Did you hear that between like the music thing?
I missed it.
16,475 so far. It's not terrible. I mean, given that my goal is like 30,000.
You're right on track then.
Yeah, I'm fine. I've been using Scrivener's little target thing, which is amazing, and it tells me that today my target was 1502, so I'm like tracking below the 1667, which is good.
Oh, right. I was thinking because they've got that little. They actually have like the little visual aid for it, and I like that. But yeah, they did do a whole update with that. I feel like WriteR did an update recently. It's different stuff. It's not tracking stuff. They don't have the actual like words per session, but they do have like how many you've written today. And that's just always living at the bottom of the thing. They have a pretty good breakdown of it actually. Based on like chapter and scene and all of that. So
that's good.
They do give you good numbers. But they've also like really beefed up. Like if you here, let me pop this on the screen. If you will you pop on the screen? Oh no, that's right. I have to add stream. There we go. So like this is just like regular, like where you write. As opposed to like, so WriteR's got this thing that's like your binder. If you're using Scrivener, and then you jump over to this for your actual, like where you're putting the words in. They've always had all of these tabs at the top for you to get your information. I like this because there's like a character list option and all of that.
Yeah, that is nice.
But they've got this details thing now, and these are new, where you can put in your goal and your conflict and your outcome. And then you can even rate how relevant and tense and humorous and the quality of it. You could say whether it's an action or a reaction, and you could say if it's plot or subplot. So like if you're somebody who really needs like heavy organization, they have all of that stuff now, and it's just it's really nice now. So yeah.
I feel like WriteR is very Excel spreadsheet oriented. Like if you were an Excel person, it would make you happy.
Oh, right.
Right, like all those tabs, all those like possible ways to rate things, and
yep.
I could totally get into that, and it would be very bad for me. I needed more.
I do have a love for Excel spreadsheets, of course. So
I know you do. Yeah. Excel, they are your thing. Okay, listen, but I'm going to give you another cookie, but it'd be helpful if you did not put it on the floor. Okay.
And I'm
Here.
now looking at StreamYard has like more little updates too. I just saw that with the layouts, there's actually like key commands for them now too.
That's StreamYard's amazing. That's
So they have added a layout and then they've added key commands. I don't know how much you still get, but that's nice. Yeah.
sorry, I'm trying to track.
No, it's okay. It's been a while since I really poked around in StreamYard. But that's nice that they've updated it some. Do you want to go ahead and do the next sprint?
Yeah, we probably should, because otherwise I'm going to spend the next several minutes making sure that a arrowroot cookie doesn't get dropped on the floor in front of everybody.
That's fair.
Here, bud, take it up from there. Okay. All right, let's go.
Yes. 20 minutes on the clock. We'll see you guys at 39 past. Okay, that was time on that sprint. I think I was at like 1100 before, right? So I'm at 1500 now. So I got about 400 and I only wrote for about 15 minutes of that. So I feel okay with that. Sandy is dealing with fussy baby, I'm sure. I'm gonna stretch, don't mind me.
I'm
Everybody
muted. I
else
got
did it?
5. Blep, blep, blep. Sorry, you go ahead. I don't know where I am.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask how everybody else did.
Yes, let's do that.
Oh, and I got Chonk came up to visit me.
I
I
know,
really
kiddo.
thought he was going to climb up on the back of the chair, but he was a good boy and he did not do that.
That
So
is
that was
that is a
nice.
good thing. I got 510 words, and I think kiddo might be at capacity, so I think I got to
That's
sign
fair.
off. I'm sorry, you guys.
That's fair. You got a bit more than you thought you were going to, and that's pretty good.
I did. I'm past my target for the day, and that will help me tomorrow. So, yay! Thanks for letting me join. Kiddo, can you? Oh, I see what happened. I'm sorry.
Devin did supper. Also a valuable way to use your time. I have been doing the snacking all day thing. So like no nutritious meals, but like I'm full all the time. I just ate a bunch of these. They are fig and black sesame artisan crisps. Because we are at that time of year when Aldi busts out all the fancy stuff.
We are.
Um, I don't know what it is with Aldi. Where like they're trash, 11 months out of the year, 10 months out of the year, I guess. And then November rolls around and they're like, oh, also we have all of these amazing products. But we're in that time of year.
You're in that time of year. I am going to sign off. I'm sorry. I will hopefully see you guys next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Good luck.
Bye.
Bye. Chunk is definitely Chunk has been very bitey lately. I felt like we were getting past the bitiness, and then and like Thursday. So this weekend was the 100 hours of writing. Thanks for joining, Elizabeth. This weekend was the 100 hours of writing marathon for NaNoWriMo. And I hosted 2 slots, Thursday and Sunday. And Thursday, he was the biggest sweetie, other than the fact that he had to show everybody his boy bits. Absolutely had to flop on his back and just, but totally sweet. And then yesterday, he was like, I will kill. So he's been in kill mode since yesterday, and it is carried on to today. Is he letting me pet? He's maybe letting me pet now. Anyways, so I'm at 1501 for the day. So I'm not doing any like epic speed right now, but I am chugging along, and I feel pretty good about that. So I'm also like losing track on how long of a break we're having between sprints. That is the problem with using the Forest app timer, of course. I'm just messing with buttons now. When I was using my other timer, I actually had that little countdown thing or count up thing that happened afterward. The timer went off and then it told you how long it had been since the last timer had gone through. And I'm now realizing that like that was real nice. There we go. That was the layout that I wanted. That timer was real nice because I knew how long I was doing these rambles for. I am really bad at keeping track of time when I am hosting these shows. It's just like a natural thing for me. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and do another sprint. We'll see this one. It's 44 past, so it's going to take us to 4 past. I am going to go a little long today. I don't know. I was hoping to do 4 hours today. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the next hour if I'm actually going to go that long. But I am going to do another 20 now and see what happens from there. And we are going to bounce around to the various trees today. So I will see you guys in 20 minutes. Hello, 100 hours of writing. Thank you guys for joining. How do y'all do over there? So we're at like 101st hour now. Hello, everybody. What did the final count end up being over there? I'm curious about how things went. Right, 102 hours. 1.4 million. Oh my God. Do we still get to name a bunny? I'm serious. I saw Titch, right? Titch, do we still get to name the bunny? You can say no. Oh no, we're getting yeses. Awesome. Wow, 76,000 in the last stream. Oh my gosh. Well done, everybody. We deserve to name that bunny, right? How's everybody doing with their count? I think I just hit 25,000. So I am right at that line now. I see at 2 days ahead there. Let me see. I'm at 25,287. So I am a smidge ahead, and like I felt slightly behind over the weekend, so I feel good about that smidge ahead. So I've got a 2 day. Oh, am I on the wrong screen? I am on the wrong screen. There we go. Whoops. 2 days ahead. And yes, Forest app. We're absolutely running Forest app. If y'all want me to switch to Plant Together mode, let me know. And 24K total. No words today yet. There's still time depending on where you are. I mean, I guess no matter where you are, you at least have like 54 minutes, right? And I feel like that's probably like middle of the Atlantic Ocean. So you have to have more than that. On par, just a few hundred for 25K. And just so I see another under 25, basically at 20K. So we are all right. We're right at the line. I'm okay with that. As long as like everybody is still here, right? Because it's easy to lose that motivation. But like everybody who is here right now still has that motivation. So I'm glad that y'all are joining me for this little extra snippet. I do have Chunk here with me today. He is in hunter mode though, because unfortunately my wasps are back. And I am using StreamYard today instead of OBS. So I don't have quite the big stream. Will you stop looking at those wasps? I'm sorry, it's bad. And then short 700 to reach the 25K mark. Well, we will get that fixed very quickly, right? Yeah, absolutely. Let's keep pushing. Hopefully, when I'm done with my stream, we can like bounce a little bit further too. I feel like that's kind of the fun thing with these Twitch events, right? Is that like, do they actually have to end, or do we just keep that train going forever? You had to dip for 3 days for exams, so the fact that you're already caught up is a big source of pride. That is fantastic. I love, like, I don't like when people get behind on other stuff for this. So I always like seeing when people say, you know, I did have to back out for a little bit, but now I'm back. Thank you for coming back. We support everybody's endeavors. So I'm going to go ahead and get that next sprint going. I have been doing like 5-ish minute breaks, but also I lose track of time really easily. I feel like we are at that time though. So, and I'm hopefully going to be going for another hour and a half, 2 hours, just because I do need to get like ahead. Because I've got a couple of days coming up. Interrupted by actual bunny work. I'm glad that you got that taken care of. Okay, so let's plant a watermelon. It is 9 past the hour, so we will get back right before 1/2 past. Okay, we are back. I am back. It's just me now. How'd everybody do? I had to do a little bit. Like I finished a scene at the beginning of that. I started laundry. I finished the scene at the beginning of that, and then like I'm at a part in the story where things aren't perfectly planned out for me. I'm not somebody who is really neurotic about plotting things, but I am working on something that I had already started. And I had meant to do like a review of everything before Nano started. I didn't get it done in time, so I didn't get to outline as well as I would have liked to for these end scenes. Hence this question that I posed to the audience about what landmark one of the contestants is making. And from the Twitch side of things, I think my favorite so far is the Empire State Building. And from the YouTube side of things, my favorite is the White House. And this is just because like this is the final competition, and so I need something that is going to be an impressive structure that you can do other stuff around it. And those are both, you know, if you're doing the Empire State Building, you can build like a whole cityscape there. If you're doing the White House, it is a very distinguished building or distinguishable building. And then you've got like the gardens and stuff. And I feel like those have the best elements to them. So I'm going to be somewhere between those two for this. So thank you all for your help. Looks like we have some great counts happening in there. We got 606 and 450. Oh, and I got like 45 words for all of that. That was the moral of my story. 319, 620, 401. I stuck in for one more. Thank you for joining that one more. 400 words is nothing to sneeze at. So well done. 209, but hit 28K. Very well done. 652. And only 350 more to 25K. You are so close to being completely caught up for the day. Yeah, right. They're both very good options. Of course, the Eiffel Tower does seem to be like the best thing in my brain automatically, but one of the other contestants is actually from France. And so I felt like that was going to be weird, and either I was going to have to like write some awkward shade in it, or I don't know. I do one day want to build a gingerbread Eiffel Tower though now because of this. This is sort of a thing that I do. I can build some pretty impressive gingerbread structures. And we've got a 370. You guys are all doing great. How is everybody liking how your stories are going? Like, I'm not talking about the word count, but your actual stories. Is everybody happy with their stories? Is it going off track in general or specific? So Heather, awkward shade is good. Unfortunately, we are at like the very end of this story, so we're kind of past the creating some tension. This is the final challenge for my contestants. I'm super happy with it, but it's definitely off the rails. You know, sometimes those are the best stories, right? Wolfkeeper says, I am happy. I'm loving the world building and the flow of the story so far. Fantastic. The Tasha story is going places. It is so off track, but so much better. I like that, like, everybody's is kind of going a little woo. That's okay. My characters are not doing what they are supposed to. But you know, it is the very end of the romance, and they're about to end up together forever and happily ever after and all of that. So that's okay. I was like a little sloggy at the beginning, and then I found the rhythm, and now it's a bit sloggy again. But I think it's sloggy right now because I'm actually in the competition side and not the romance. And like their emotions are out of control because they are competing against each other. And for some reason, I forgot to develop earlier in it the fact that like this was going to be a problem. that there are that they're going to be competing against each other. Yes, Devin, thank you. I think Moobot might have thrown one of these in a moment ago, but I do have my other Christmas, my first book of my Christmas paranormal romance is free right now on Amazon. Just happened to line up with today. So let's see. Heather says, oh no, I need to scroll up a little bit. T got the bare bones of my story finished. Now I have to add in details, beef it up, and add new POVs. I love seeing people's processes for how they write and how like different everybody is. I write an outline and then I write my rough draft, which is pretty solid. Like I usually don't have a lot of developmental edits that I need to do. And then I just like line edit after that because I get a lot of it done in the outlines. I always find it really interesting when people like do their first draft as super, super rough and then fill in. It's really interesting, right? How everybody does things different. Also, all of you who like write out of order, y'all baffle me and I don't know how you do it. Heather says, I'm liking mine. I changed just a bit, but I had it pretty planned out before. Having issues with having to Google random things and research. Yes, I also, of course, had to do some Googling right there. And with my French character, occasionally I need like a random French word to throw in. Wax likes their story last year, learned that if they didn't like the vibe direction of a scene, could just rewrite it. And now I'm much better at steering. Yes. I will throw a great big highlight on mine to like draw my attention to it when I'm doing my edits to remind me that like this isn't how I wanted it to go. And I'm starting to get to know some of my characters a little better. Need to add some more detail to my settings. Some of my characters I don't yet. Keep switching points of view all over the place. Going okay. You know what? If that's your process, that's your process. Nothing wrong with that. Fluctuating between hating it and really vibing with it. I feel like sometimes those are the best stories at the end of it. Some of my favorite stories that I have written, I hated as I was writing them. And then like I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to do so much editing. And then when I actually read it, oh, this is really good. Trying to slog through a little mystery. I know that feeling well. Thank you, Heather. And all over the place, making it up. That's fair. Needs to do a lot more research. Vegan says I had everything planned out, and then of course my characters just decided to do something else entirely. I'm having that issue with like a single scene right now. Like I could not even get them to stay in the right tone that I wanted for this single scene. My characters were just parted for a month and they have come back together to do this final challenge. And like they had two private like moments in that. And the first one was supposed to be like real negative. But like I'm going to now beat you because of how negative this interaction was. And instead they like made out slightly. It is what it is. Let's do another sprint though. I'm feeling more motivated now that I have an idea. I think I'm gonna go with the White House. Really just because it's a building that I am more comfortable with. And the person who it is, she seems more like a White House person than a New York person. I should probably see where she's from. That was written years ago where they were from because it's a story that got backburnered. So let's do this cherry treat. It is 38 past the hour. So we will come back right before the top of the hour. Good luck, everybody. Okay. Ooh, blurry camera. You know what? It was good about this all weekend, so I can't even be mad at it. There we go. We're back. How'd everybody do? I ended up having to do some more research there. So I ended up with about 200 words. I feel good about that. I had to research the White House a little bit, just to like get an idea of what exactly was outside, because like everybody knows the Rose Garden. I'm like, I know there's a lot more outside. So there's like a fountain and stuff. There are two whole gardens. There's also the Kennedy Garden, which I don't know why we never talked about the Kennedy Garden, but that's okay. So I did that bit of research, and then I needed to, for like one of the other designs, they are doing like an outdoor scene. So I just wanted some ideas for like little critters that she could make. Hopefully, like not fondant stuff, because fondant's real generic, you know. I was like, I want to be creative. So I Googled edible animals. And of course, that just gave me a list of meat. But it also gave me, I tell this story because it also gave me this image. That I feel like somebody else needs to see this with me. Um, what? What? I don't what I love him. I don't understand why this image exists. It's not an actual object to the best of my knowledge. It is just a ping. Like, it's certainly not a real pineapple. Um, is it a sculpture? I don't know. But like, this just brought me a lot of happiness. So yeah. So that was my weird little Google adventure, and now I am back to writing. So yay progress. Let's see how everybody else did. There we go. Let me just do 8 million screen swaps. Okay. So everybody else did better than me. I got 529, 112, 218, got a 735. That is fantastic on a 20. 509. There's Chunk with his little star nose. A 217. 575, and Natasha is officially halfway done at 25 and is caught up for the day. Well done. It's a good feeling. I was talking about this earlier. It's a good feeling being caught up. My favorite feeling though is when you're like 3 days ahead. Of course it's nice being like at 50K already right now, but I feel like if you're already at 50K right now, then like Nano is easy sauce for you. And that like 50K goal really isn't anything. Set yourself other goals. Last year I set myself 100K. And I just barely squeaked by on that 100K. So like I'm not saying that like if 50K is easy sauce for you not to do Nano, just like you have to set yourself a slightly different goal. But if you're like 3 days ahead right now, then that means that like that 50K is absolutely a goal. You know, it is something that is a tangible goal that will mean something if you hit it, but also you're doing okay. Oh, and Natasha started on the 6th. So you are at 11 days in instead of 15 days in. So you are absolutely, you should feel like you have that like 3-day advantage right now, because clearly you are writing more than 1667 a day. I want to like say that I am this big number ahead, and I bet I'm still only like 25 and change because I've been writing kind of slow. Yeah, I'm at 25,629. So I am right on track right now. And hoping this is a weird work week that I'm in. I was on vacation last week and like things were a little with that. And then I worked 7 days straight. We've got like a bad inspection that's coming on Thursday. Um, And then Thanksgiving, I work, I'm a cake decorator. So like any of the holidays are pretty nightmarish for me. But we have that early Thanksgiving this year, right? And and thankfully, like early Thanksgiving for me, it means that I've got tons of downtime afterward because things don't actually get going again until December. Then like all of December is like for me. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 days. I've got 5 days of just like chilling. Hey Nikki, thanks for joining. Um, Misty says I kind of like being 3 days behind and having that drive to push a little harder. Um, it's funny that we all work in different ways. That being said, though, like there were several years in my earlier years. I've been doing nano since 2004. So I've got dozens of these under my belt. But like I definitely like there were a few years where it would be like the 26th and I would have to do like a 10K day to make it. So I get that motivation as well. I can also remember, oh my God. It's like remember back in the day when you didn't just have internet. I can remember there being one nano where we all met at a diner. It couldn't have been that long. Well, no. I was going to say it couldn't have been that long ago because I lived in Atlanta. I moved here in 2007. So it absolutely could have been that long ago. But I had one where we all met at a diner to do like a midnight write-in on the last night. And thankfully somebody had like, remember the little boxes of internets? Somebody had a box of internet. And that was how I was able to validate at like 11:57 that night. And that's a great feeling too. Um, but I don't handle stress as well as I used to. So I prefer to be just a little bit ahead to make sure that like if I have like a bad day, it doesn't hurt me. Cause like I had a bad day this week and it was what put me behind. So words for me. Y'all ready for another sprint? What time is it? 7:06 here. We are clipping right along. I'm hoping that I actually get a bunch of words this sprint. So y'all wish me luck. We'll do the TikTok clock. 20 minutes. So we'll be back at 26 past. Okay, that was time on that sprint. Let us know how you did in comments. I'm now up to, let's see. I'm now up to 625 in that scene, and I'm at 2598 for the day. So this was definitely a good day for me. We will have one more 20-minute sprint. That is what I'm looking at. We are, yes, that is how far I am going to go. And then it is absolutely time for like dinner and bed and all of that for me. But I'm gonna do one more because I'm still going. I would love, since I'm at 2598, I would absolutely love to hit 3,000 even today. 400 and a 20-minute sprint is generally doable for me. I am meandering in this scene some. I'm 600 words into this scene and there's been no dialogue yet, which is not great, but that's okay. We're about to have a bit of a reveal, right? Again, I'm writing romance and they've just had like a bit of a squabble that turned out to not be as much of a squabble as I wanted it to be, but that's okay. But now he's going to realize that she's thinking of him too. Because of her little entry. But yeah, so I am going to do one more 20. We'll get that going in a few minutes, and see if I can get myself to that 3,000. So Misty got 126. Moving slower now, but at 4K for the day. Yes, definitely. It's been a long day for a lot of people, right? So if you are, starting to slow down now, I understand. I am going to attempt to speed up for the next one, but like different strokes, right? Natasha got 16 words on that last sprint. I've also been there today. Don't worry. The like 500, 400. I don't know what I got. I think I got about 400 this time. That was not normal for today at all. Heather got 485 for that one. Feeling tired, but made goal of 2,000 for the day. Good job hitting goals. And Duchess of T 103 just got back to the computer to catch the last 5 minutes of that sprint. That is fantastic for 5 minutes. 320. I got a 105, another 500 or 600 to go for today. Hopefully, awesome. I will get you at least a little bit closer to that, depending on how you normally write. Yeah, and I am finally like, I'm kind of hitting back into the groove of the story again. I'm hoping. I have like nothing going on tomorrow after I get home from work, and then I'm off on Wednesday. So I'm hoping that like I can get this last push in. This thing is like almost done. But I have like a whole other story. The thing that I have been posting on Vella. That I kind of had to like put a hold on briefly. I've got 2 things on Vella. One is finished, and I've got this other story that like I tried to finish in July, and now here we are in November. So I've got a whole other story that I need to finish this month. I was really hoping to be done with one of them by now, but that's okay. Nikki needs 315 more to get to 41K. So we are definitely going to do that right now, right? Like 315 is nothing for Nikki. And then another 357. So we are all chugging along. So let's go ahead and do this final sprint. It is 1/2 now. So that is going to take us to 7:50 my time, 7:51. And then we'll call it an evening. Hopefully none of my writing friends are on right now, it looks like, but hopefully someone will pop on and we can keep the raid train going, but we'll see what happens in 20 minutes, right? So 20 minutes on that clock. Oh, I do want something other than the TikTok clock, right? Because I have been changing it every single time today. So let's do this real weird seal thing. I don't understand this thing, but we're doing it. See you guys in 20. Okay, that was time. That was the final sprint. I did great on that sprint. I almost finished that scene, in fact. I'm at 31:41, so I feel good. I wish I had that motivation all day, but that's okay, right? Um we do the best we can. So, um, Misty Joy got 102. Well done. Hey, help me. We are about to end, but I am going to set up a raid. Pride Ascending has a good stream going. Hopefully they're not about to end as well. I meant to check that out before I said that, but hopefully we're okay. Oh no, they're just doing a reporting stream. Because their stream is at almost 20 hours. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Oh, never mind. I know exactly what Pride Ascending streams are. They're not quite hosted in a similar sense. But I don't know who this person is, but maybe we'll go. They're talking about NaNoWriMo. Oh no, they're about to end too because it's 8 hours long and they're at 7 hours and 50 minutes. If anybody knows an active stream that is currently going on Twitch that I can redirect to, let me know, because none of the people that I follow are going to be streaming for much longer. And I got fuzz all over me. But in the meantime, let's see. We had Becca got 408. Yes, isn't that always the way? Things never. I feel bad. I feel like every single time right as I'm ending a stream, somebody pops in. Like, I want to help you. I want to help you help me. But I have been streaming for 4 hours and I am tired and there is dinner. 158 from Night Rider and 320 from Natasha, 235 from Duchess, 75 from Nikki. Yeah, gosh, I hate just dipping when there are when there are this many people in the room. I can probably I can link a YouTube sprint. Let me hop over to YouTube to Devin's wonderful list of daily streamers, and hopefully I can get y'all a stream that way. And at least, like, if you guys are good with YouTube, you could at least like hop over there. Let's see. Oh no, that's not. I clicked the wrong thing. Don't mind me. I just clicked the wrong thing. So I'm going to say stupid stuff for a moment. Because I get panicked really quickly. Whenever tech stuff doesn't go perfectly right. Wolfkeeper, can I raid you if you're not actively live? I don't know how that works. I don't think so either, Misty. So Oh, okay. Awesome. So Wolfkeeper is going to get their stream going. So we will have a stream that I can send y'all to. Awesome. If you're not actually ready to go and you just want to do like a loading screen that I can send them to, that is totally fine as well. I like to, especially when we're already in a marathon, I like to make sure that like those of you who want to keep writing have a way to keep writing. And of course, all of you who are watching on YouTube, I'm pretty sure that every single one of you who is watching me on YouTube right now knows Devin's magical list. So I trust that y'all can find your own way. It's a little bit more complicated on the Twitch side of things. Yeah. So I hope you guys felt good about how far you got today, though. And I hope that I know a lot of you came from Oh How 100 hours of writing. This was kind of our 101 and 102. I hope you guys got everything, that you guys had a really good productive weekend. I know that like I had a rough weekend, but I just had a good day. And sometimes that good day is all you need to get yourselves back in the spirit. I'm going to actually look up well, help me. We're about to get you some real sprints. I'm not following Wolf Keeper. So let me follow them, and then I'll know as soon as they go live. I try to have everybody follow, but I don't. I'm bad about it. I was good last year. Awesome. I was good about it with like the previous ones, and then everything just like this was a bad again. Like I was out of town the first week of the month, and then we're preparing for like this bad inspection that's happening on Thursday. So like I dropped the ball a bunch, but I had some really good streams, and I hope that everybody was happy with them. So I'm going to go ahead and get this raid going. There we go. Awesome. So Wolf Keeper, I am sending them to you. We'll have this going in just a second. Good luck, everybody. Have a great Nano. I will be back next Monday, probably before that. Make sure you follow me. Bye, everybody. Okay. Did that go? Did that go? Is it just us now? Yes. Hello, just YouTube. Yeah, y'all know where Devin's list is. And as Devin has said, several are starting in a few minutes. I know that there are a couple that are still active. So goodbye, everybody. And yes, I will be back usual. Oh yeah, Nikki, when is your birthday stream? Is that this Friday? Is that when it is? Or is it this Saturday? I know it's sometime this week. 11:18 at 2 p.m. What time zone is that, Nikki? Oh, it's Thursday. Okay. What time zone is that? Is that your time zone? Is that the standard? Oh my God, am I forgetting the name for it? The time zone that all other time zones are built off of. I'm assuming it is because that's where. Oh no, you're not, Nikki. I don't know why I keep doing that. I keep thinking that you're in England. You're absolutely not. You're here. I know this. I don't know why I do it. Like we've literally talked. I know this. Anyways, you guys all have a great night. Anybody who's still hanging out, you guys go have a great night. Go hit up Devin's list. Nikki, I'm sure that your stream is on there as well. Thursday, I will be having that inspection, so hopefully I'll be home in time for it and the inspection goes well. But if not, happy early birthday. Goodbye, everybody.